And a very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Elfin Sports Centre in Launceston on this Wednesday night. It is Launceston Basketball Association Grand Finals. Rick Fontaine here with you. Great to have your company wherever you might be watching the live stream tonight, together with ably assisted with Nick Waldron and James Calvert from Round Table Studio on production and camera. And we're looking forward to a big night of Launceston local basketball. We've got the women's grand final. That's going to be tipping off at 6:30, so just under 10 minutes from now, and that is going to be the Southside Rebels taking on the Devils, and then we'll have the men's game. That'll be tipping off at 8:15 p.m. So our court announcer is the one and only Johnny Downey, familiar to many, of course, in football circles and basketball. And the teams are going to be introduced out onto the court very shortly. So Kelly Rennie is on the floor at the moment. Very recently appointed new general manager of the Launceston Basketball Association. And our referees will introduce them shortly as well. They'll be coming out on the ground, but down to the court. So head-to-head this year, been interesting. Southside have won. I've got the ledger at 3-1. But the most recent game, City actually beat them in round 18 by 7 points. Southside winning earlier in the year by 17 in round 3, round 8 by 4, and round 13 by 10. So should be a fascinating game coming up tonight. They went to overtime last time they played, so they should have a very even contest, and we look forward to a great grand final. We'll run through the players for each team in just a few moments.
Greatly appreciated. Once again, we're excited that Fontaine Media is here live streaming our game on YouTube and Facebook channels. And finally, to all the teams competing tonight, good luck, play hard, play fair, and enjoy every moment. And I'll hand back over to our MC, John. Thank you.
Okay, let's get this underway. Our first team to roll off tonight is the Southside Rebels. Number 1, Molly Clark.
So teams being introduced now. Southside Rebels. So number 1 is Molly Clark. Sophie Ryan just coming out onto the court. Number 3, Lara Danziger is number 4. And here comes Chloe Waldron. Number 7, Samantha Overton is number 10. Wearing number 12 is Steph Edmonds. 23, Jessica Jeffrey. 24, Chelsea Scott, and here is Lucy Walker, number 63.
Number 23, on the list, Jessica Jeffrey.
And Adrian Scott is the head coach for the Southside Rebels. And now we're going to meet the team from the Devils. As Brianna Harper gets introduced to the crowd, number 4, Chloe Neat, one to watch out for. Number 5,
6, Victoria Skresmark.
Victoria Stremka coming out now. Number 6, Jasmine Graham, had a great season.
Matilda Neat. Ever reliable, number 10, Zoe Mesman. Number 11, Kate Rosendale. Number 12, Sophie Dean. Number 22, Blaze Fitzallen. Number 29, Sienna Walker. And the coach, Ben Neat. Okay, could we all be upstanding for the national anthem done by Carl Holstrom.
We're just going to pause now as Carl Haysom to perform the national anthem.
ladies, shake hands.
All right, well done to
warm-up.
Carl
Best of luck.
Haysom, who by day is a cameraman for Win Television, and by night, here he is, the bagpiper. All right, so we've got just under 5 minutes before we tip off for the grand final. We've met the two teams. Our coaches, Ben Neat for the Devils and Adrian Scott for the Southside Rebels. If you've just joined us, Rick Fontaine with you. Great to have your company. We are here for the Launceston Basketball Association Grand Finals. The women's grand final here, the Rebels. They've met 4 times against the Devils this season. They hold an advantage of 3-1. Southside finishing the home and away season with 12 wins and 3 losses. They finished first, and the Rebels finished second with 10 wins and 5 losses. They've had some good battles this season. The last 2 occasions, it was the Devils the Rebels winning that one by 5, and that was the qualifying final. So in round 1, the Devils won by 20, and then the Rebels by 13 in round 6, the Devils by 14 in round 11, and by 16 in round 10. As I mentioned, the qualifying final they met, and it was the Rebels getting the job done by 5. So they've had some good battles this season. It should be a terrific grand final coming up tonight here. Our referees for this grand final, we've got Hayden New, Ella Mulder and Lee Pennington are our refs for tonight. In the coverage of the men's grand final between the Southside Rebels and the City Heat, that'll be getting underway at 8:15 p.m. here at Elphin Stadium. So I hope you can stick around for both basketball grand finals tonight. And crowd not too bad at the moment. We'll obviously it'll build and build during the course of the night. Still coming through. Plenty happening, of course, in basketball at the moment here in northern Tasmania and the northwest coast in particular, around the NBL1 licence with the Thunder and the Tornadoes obviously in the mix for one licence. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out over the course of the next few days or week. And here tonight, the focus is on who will be the winners of the Launceston Basketball Association Grand Finals for season 2025. We're about to find out. We're a couple of minutes away from getting underway. All right, there we go. There's the buzzer. We've got a minute and a half to go. So the players just going to their huddles, and final comments coming from the coaches, Adrian Scott for the Southside Rebels and Ben Neat, the coach of the Devils, just revving up the charges. And the starting 5 will be out in just a moment. As I mentioned, our refs for the grand final, Hayden New, Ella Mulder and Lee Pennington will be out on the court, and Hayden, I think, is going to get us underway. So these sides finishing first and second at the end of the home and away season, with Southside 12 wins and 3 losses, and the Devils finishing second with 10 wins and 5. Right, just about in readiness for tip-off of the women's grand final.
Our referees for 9, in the middle, Hayden New. On the other side, Ella Mulder and
All right, here we go, underway. And it's the Devils through Sophie Dean who gets us underway. Zoe Mesman, of course, coach of the Tornadoes. And couldn't quite get the ball in, so fast breakaway here for the Rebels. It's Lara Danziger, and it's going to be a turnover, and the ball in the hands of Matilda Neat. One of the players we're told on good authority to watch out for here tonight in the Women's Grand Final. It's Sister Matilda who's passed it inboard, and a little layup coming there from Sophie Dean, who gets us underway with the first couple of points going the way of the Devils. So a good early start in the opening minute of play here in the first quarter. Long range ball finds Sophie Dean again. Here's Mesman now with the ball. Just slowing it down a little bit. Tilda Neat's been in everything so far. Big long range shot for three. It's going to come short and in the hands of Sophie Ryan. All the Devils players, they get back quick. And a shot there from Jessica Jeffrey misses, so Jasmine Graham is the lead scorer. The competition down court is Mesman inboard. And that one misses as well. Lara Danziger now with the ball. So we've been going just over a minute and a half. That's a lovely sinker there. That's a lovely shot. That's a three-pointer to get the Rebels underway. Almost a couple of minutes gone here in the first quarter. And fresh area there, that one from Kate Roosendahl, unfortunately for her, and that goes out. So 3-2, early stages here of the first quarter of the Senior Women's Grand Final of the Launceston Basketball Association. Lucy Walker, not a lot of options, does well though, and there's a foul. First one of the night, the second one of the night, and going to the line with Jessica Jeffrey. Chance to extend the lead as Aiden New ties up his shoelaces. So one more shot. And it on the second. So good start here for the Rebels, 4-2. So fast breakaway, and chance that one just missing the mark, and goes out back of the court. So it's going to be a Devils ball. They trail 4-2 with 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Here's the ball now with Matilda Neat, being closely guarded there by Sophie Ryan. They move the ball around. Here's Roosendahl. Got two against the Mesman. Lovely little ball through, and that one's going to drop in. So we're back to level. It's 4 apiece with 6:50 left on the clock. That's a good block, well rebounded, and might have just stepped out there, I think. So it's going to be the ball going the way. And we might be getting a substitution. Here we are. So coming into the game, Samantha Overton for the first time today. And Lara Danziger is going to take a break as we're back underway. Just over 6:40 remaining in the first quarter. And it's 4 apiece, low scoring affair to start with. Long ball in, finds Jasmine Graham. And the shot by Zoe Mesman misses, and they're on the fast break. Just holding up play there. Nice ball inboard, misses the mark. Well read by Mesman, and they're away. Chance for Jasmine Graham, and couldn't quite get the score up, but it's the foul. So Still 4 apiece. And substitution here for the Devils with Blaze Fitzallen entering the plate. Kate Rosendale takes a break. So Jasmine Graham at the line and makes the first one. Final shot, make it 2 from 2. Beautiful style, and makes both of them. So the Devils with a slender lead, 6-4. And the left-hander there in Chloe Waldron couldn't make it, but that's a great steal and good basket there for the Rebels. And we're all tied up at 6 apiece. Matilda Neat does well, gets around Ryan and fouled along the way. And she'll go to the line as well with just under 6 minutes remaining. So 2 shots signalled there by Lee Pennington, one of our 3 refs. Black throw, that one just hits the back of the rim. Matilda Neat now with a second shot. And makes that one, so they edge in front. Long ball, pays off. Sophie Ryan just slowing it down. Here's Overton, goes to the basket. Great block from Mesman, and they're away on the fast break. Here's Matilda Neat once again. Mesman looks and misses the shot. That's very well controlled there by Jessica Jeffrey. No foul. And the rebound with the Devils. So it's 7-6, the Devils leading. 5:20 remaining in the first quarter. Great defensive effort there, appreciated by Scott, Coach Scott. And the layup misses, but good rebound. Great offensive work. Once again, almost getting it. Sophie Ryan couldn't. And it's taken by Jasmine Graham, and Devils away and foul. Timeout called. So with 4:57 left on the clock, it's the Devils leading 7-6 at the moment. All right, we're back. Timeout, and crowd continues to build a little. And it is the Devils leading 7-6. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Chance for Chloe Neat, and the ball is not coming out. It's going to be Rebels ball. So 7-6 Devils way, early stages. A long range bomb, and that misses the mark. So come away, Zoe Mesman now. Said the Tawns coach, that's a beautiful passage of play, best passage of play of the game so far. And a couple of points goes to the Devils, so they open up a 3-point break. And that's going to fall short. So mistake there. So good little period here following the timeout. for the Devils. Mesman gets a rebound. Plenty of space, but misses everything. And that one's gone out. So Hayden knew right on the money. So 9-6 the way of the Devils. Ball comes inboard now to Ollie Clark. Very tight opening and steal. She fumbled, and this should be a very easy layup, and it is. So nice play there, Chloe Neat. Very easy basket, and biggest lead of the game so far now for the Devils. They're up by 5. Yeah, big double team there on Jeffrey. They did that very well. So great work. They've been terrific since the timeout, the Devils. The 3:39 remaining. Sophie Dean, no way out there. Plenty of space. Zoe Mesman getting the ball from Neat. Finishes short, and the rebound, and away goes Sophie Ryan with a long ball, and hasn't worked for them so far. Here's another long ball, and that's a beauty to Zoe Mesman, and that's pretty easy. And they are on a roll here, 13-6. Last 6 points of the game going the way of the Devils. Rebels that want to just slow this little run that's the Devils have got at the moment. And that's blocked, and away they come again. Down the centre of the court. All the way. Brilliant basket there from Matilda Neat. 15-6. It's a big run. Chloe Waldron getting it back there to Jeffrey. Ball now with Steph Edmonds. Really set up well defensively here, and a much needed basket. And the Rebel supporters, plenty of them here, make plenty of noise. That was Steph Edmonds, so much needed basket. 15-8, just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. Nice ball in, and Sophie Dean was fouled on her way to the basket. First shot is good. Eight. Second one's good as well. So, game high, 8-point lead. And it's wide and no good. So they've had a really good period, the Devils. 8-1 since the break. Defense here from Lucy Walker. Zoe Mesman happy to just slow it down a little. Wayward pass, but it's plenty of time there for Sophie Dean to gather. They're just happy to share it around, and then from 3, that's a beauty from Chloe Neat. And that lead is out to 12. So they had a great battle in the qualifying final just recently, with the Rebels winning that one by 5. We're just over a minute before quarter time, and they need a basket. They're not going to get it. That's strong hands under the basket from Matilda Neat. Not a great pass, but it lucks a fortune. It ends up with Zoe Mesman. And she is happy to slow it down there. Works hard under the basket. Might have been fouled, no. And beautiful footwork there from Matilda Neat. Just got around, a little dummy, chamois, and under the basket, sinks another 2. Right. lead out to 14. Been a big 5 or 6 minutes here for the Devils. Nice flick pass. They just need something to get them into quarter time. Is it going to drop? It's not. Still got a chance under the basket, and down it goes. So much needed basket there for the Rebels. We tick down to quarter time. 10 seconds remaining. They'll have the final shot. And Mesman up and in. Just before the buzz up, so that is quarter time, and it's a good one for the Devils. They lead it by 14 at the first break, 24-10. We'll have a quick break, come back with the second quarter in just a moment. All right, well, there you go. You don't get a long break at quarter time, do you? It's about a minute and a half. And back out they come. But what a great finish to the quarter for the Devils. They really got on a roll after that initial timeout from Coach Ben Neat. They lead it by 14. Sophie Dean leading the way on the scoreboard with 8 for the Devils. And 5 points to Chloe Neat and also to Matilda Neat. So the sisters doing well in the first quarter. Leading scorer for the Rebels to quarter time. Steph Edmonds has got 4. Well, there you go. Sank the basket. So there's another couple of points and a free throw to go with it. And doesn't give it a lot of air, does Matilda Neat, but very effective nonetheless. And they move it out now to 27-10. So it's a big break in these very early stages, but I guess they, out the flip side, plenty of time for the Rebels. Defensively, they're doing so well, and it's going to be a Rebels ball here, and it's going to go to Jess Jeffrey. Adrian Scott, not happy. He's on his feet, pacing up and down, probably a little nervous as well. Ben Neat at the moment, well, he looks a lot more relaxed. Opening minute here of the second quarter. That's a lovely ball in. Finding plenty of space and pockets to run into. Zoe Mesman there with a nice ball. And well, there's another example of the space that they've got. An easy basket for Sophie Dean, who enters double figures now. And nice charge to the basket there for Lucy Walker. And she was fouled on her way. Hayden Yu signals 2 shots. So Lucy will go to the line, and here comes Jasmine Graham, who's had an outstanding season. Taking over from Blaze Fitzallen, who has a seat. First one from Lucy Walker is good, her first point of the night, and doesn't make it 2 from 2. And stolen well under the basket. Well, you could just call it the 3-point play there, couldn't you? Misses the second, and they get the rebound. And nice work. 29-13 is the score. misses as well. Off hands, it's going to be a Rebels ball. So things looking a little brighter for them. As I said, plenty of time. We've only been going a minute and a half in this second quarter. Just joining us, it was 14 the margin at quarter time. Currently 16. The three-point play doesn't come off. And ball goes out, so it's going to be signalled by Lee Pennington. Chloe Neat will bring the ball back into play and hands it off to a sister. Real family affair. We've got Ben Neat, the coach of the Devils. That's a lovely pass on the left and under the basket, makes it Zoe Mesman. And 31 plays 13. Early stages of the second quarter. Zoe Mesman get the bonus from the line. She does. With mute applause on that ball. Well, that's going to go from one end to the other. And that's an easy ball coming back. That'll be brought back into play by Zoe Mesman. Just looking for that little pocket to run through there was Matilda Neat, but good defence and nice work here, attacking play. Goes one way, goes the next, does Sophie Ryan. And foul called. Another substitution with double substitution. Molly Clark and Chelsea Scott coming into the play. Jessica Jeffrey and Lucy Walker also taking a spell. It's 32-13 with 7:41 left in this second quarter. Started off as a dour, low-scoring struggle that's really opened up from about the midway point of the first quarter. They come forward, they're going straight down the middle, and that's going to come off too, so they're dominating under the boards. Sophie Dean adds to her score. She's up to 12 now. And it's a 21-point margin. We're continuing to build. Don't forget, we've got the men's grand final coming up at 8:15 tonight. I hope you can stick around for both. And a much-needed basket for the Rebels. Nice work there from Overton. Her first points of the night. Tilda Neat for options. Ball in just a little bit too far in front of Mesman, but going from way downtown, almost scoring it too. Great effort there from Chloe Neat. And the break is on. 3 against 2, but get back quickly, Devils. Here's Overton again, this time from 3. Almost makes it as well. Comes out and Zoe Mesman is able to clean it up for the Devils. So margin at 19. Mesman out wide, all alone is Jasmine Graham, and not able to make it. Gets her own rebound though. Mesman under the basket. Had 2 free players there, and in the end it's Sophie Dean who's having a terrific night. She's up to 14 for the night out of their 36. And it's now 36-15. We're out over 20 points now, the lead for the Devils. Little challenge there a couple of minutes ago from the Rebels, but they've responded really well. Mesman's fouled on the way just as she passed it off. So they'll get it from the sideline. Just a couple of team fouls at this stage only. And we've got a timeout here at the Launceston Basketball Association Women's Grand Final. Coming to you from Elphin Stadium. Thanks to James Calvert and Nick Waldron from Round Table Studio. Rick Fontaine in commentary with you. Great to have your company wherever you might be watching. We might just run through. Well, we've got a chance scorers to date. So as I mentioned, we've got Sophie Dean on 14 points for the game. And then on 8 is Matilda Neat. And Zoe Mesman has 7. And the other multiple is Chloe Neat. She has 5. And for the Rebels, Jessica Jeffrey has 5. And Steph Edmonds has 4 for the Rebels. So 5:52 left on the clock. And it's the Devils 36 leading the Rebels 5. When they last met in the qualifying final, it was the Rebels who got the job done by 5. But since about the midway point of the opening quarter, the Devils have really taken control of this game and opened up a very handy buffer. Great to see lots of young fans here in the crowd as well. See the pom-poms there, the second row. And sure, the Rebels fans, they're trying hard. They probably outnumber them in terms of the fans here tonight. We'll be making some noise to try and lift them to get back into this contest. Nice work there by Jeffrey. Going from 3, that's a beautiful basket from Jeffrey. So she's up to 8. And that brings the margin back to 19. No, it was 2, so beg your pardon. Looked like it was 3, but no. So margin back to 19 at the moment. And another one, so 4 in a row. And timeout called, so a couple of much needed baskets there. It is 36-19. Last 4 points going the way of the Rebels. And timeout called by the Devils there first for the quarter with 4:55 left on the clock. And we can see Coach Ben Need of the Devils not all that happy at the moment. Even though they've got a commanding lead, they know that the Rebels can come. Finished on top of the ladder at the end of the regular season. 12 wins and 3 losses. So we know they've got the capabilities and the firepower to get back in this contest. Big 5 minutes coming up for the Rebels in particular. They'd love to eat away into this lead. If they could get it around at 10, 12 points, that they'll really feel like they're well and truly in it. That's great defensive work. They're just up the ante a little bit here, the Rebels. Getting that arm in without causing the foul. It was good work from Molly Clark for the Rebels. Hayden Yu just coming over, and here's shot clock, so I think they just need to make an adjustment here to the shot clock, I sense. Right, back underway, and that's, well, that pass missed everyone straight through the middle, and it's going to be a Rebels ball. 4:44 remaining in quarter number 2 of this women's grand final, coming to you from the Elfin Sports Stadium. Here's Sophie Ryan, off to Clark, all alone is Scott. Happy to pass it around once again. Here's Ryan, goes inboard, stolen. Great work there from Neat. That's Matilda, and look for the over-the-top pass, and Coach Ben not all that happy with that last effort. It's going to be a Rebels ball right in front of the where the majority of the fans are at the moment in the grandstand. Really up close and personal to all the action here at Elfin Sports Stadium. We tick down to just over 4 minutes remaining. Just Doing so well there in the back, Matilda Neat. She's been everywhere and doing a great job defensively, and here she is with plenty of time and space, unable to sink the three-point attempt. Clark does well for the Rebels. Fast break down the right side. Pass inboard is a good one. Up for two. Beautiful work there. Great combination between Molly Clark and Lucy Walker. And the Rebels, well, they've scored the last 6. The lead had got out to 21. That's been the highest margin. And that's great work. Beautifully done there by Matilda Neat. Just stems that mini run from the Rebels. Said a pretty free-flowing grand final here. Neat again, Nesman. Out wide to Sophie Dean. And that's great defensive work from Molly Clark of the Rebels. Here she is again. He accepts the pass. Just inside halfway. And, well, that one looked like it went out. That Cirque does about a 480-degree turn, but it drops in. And Molly Clark having a really good little period here for the Rebels. About to see a substitution. Brianna Harper about to come into play for the Devils. And they get an opportunity. So the lead down to 15. And that's a great basket from Zoe Mesman. Draws the foul as well, so she'll go to the line to try and make it a three-point play. Double substitution also coming up here for the Rebels as Molly Clark takes a break. And we've got Lara Danziger and Chloe Waldron coming into the play for Rebels. Zoe Mesman now does make it a three-point play. So they've got all the answers at the moment as the league is out to 18. 2.5 minutes remaining until quarter time. Well, it was interesting. Lucy Walker just stopped. She thought the whistle was going to go for a foul, but it didn't happen. Credit to her. She plays on, gets a pass out, does find Danziger. This is great marking, but beautiful play. Oh, just a little bit unlucky there was Jeffrey. And here's Chloe Neat now with the fast break. Mesman making the run. Ignored. Long ball comes out there to Dean. We're under 2 minutes. And drawing the foul. And Sophie Dean, who's having a great first half, has 14 points for the game so far. That is the 5th team foul. Or is it going the other way? No, she will go to the line. 5th team foul. So Dean will go to the line to try and add to her tally. With 1:49 left until half time. And all net there for Sophie Dean. And doesn't get the second. Lucy Walker looking for help. Gets fouled on the way. It's just only the 3rd team foul for the Devils of this second quarter, so take it from the sidelines. Lucy Walker. 3 points for the game so far. Goes inboard. Jeffrey being closely guarded, and that's really good play. She's been so closely guarded by Matilda Neat, but she got the foul, and she'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Nice work there from Jessica Jeffrey. Up to 7 points, leading scorer for the Rebels. 1.5 minutes left. And makes it. So the Rebels move on to 26. The Devils 42. 16 the margin. Closest it's been for a while. It was 14 at quarter time. They were saying if they could get around 10 or 12, it'll give them some confidence, but they've got to stop scoring. And Mesman gets a second rebound. There's another chance. Bit of space. And scoring is Brianna Harper. And it's not what the Rebels needed. Big minute coming up here. Oh, it's stolen. Mesman, just a bit too far for her. Has time to get back. A little bit of a wayward pass from Chloe Neat. And Mesman, now she was smart there, wasn't she? And draws the foul for the Devils. So she'll go to the line. Good little period here. They've responded well again. They've had all the answers so far, the Devils. Margin got down to 16. Chance to extend it by a couple more. Now at 19, 52 seconds remaining. And a couple of points there. And we're going to get a timeout. No, they're not going to time out. It's just going to be the substitution, with Victoria Shremka coming on for the last 50 seconds of this second quarter. Here's Clark. Had a big few minutes before she took a rest. And finding a gap. Oh, brilliant block from Mesman. All ball. Clark, though, gets the rebound. Need to try and make something work here. They've still got a chance. It's a Rebels ball with 31 seconds left. Margin is 20. Just need something to take in. They'll get another chance. Good work there from Matilda Neat, seeing the ball out. But Jeffrey has got 10 points for the night. Again, great defensive work from the Devils. That one hits the outer of the board that went out. So with 22 seconds remaining, I think the Devils will want to just play this out and maintain possession and maybe take a shot with 2 or 3 seconds to go. We tick down to 16. They'll happily just try and pass it around here for the next few seconds. Mesman goes up and gets the pass, gets fouled on the way. She'll go to the line. Zoe Mesman with 12 points so far. 3 players into double figures now for the Devils. She's been shooting very well from the free throw line. Makes 2. So 8 seconds. Can they get one? Almost a steal. Here's Clark. Can she get the last points of the quarter? I don't think so. And that's the buzzer. It beats Jessica Jeffrey, and that'll do us for the first half of the Women's Grand Final with the Launceston Basketball Association. It is 48 Devils. They lead it by 22, a game high. The Rebels at 26. We'll have a quick break. Come back shortly. All right, welcome back. And we're just about to set for the second half. As you can see, it is the Devils. They got a very, very handy lead. 22 as we get set for the third quarter. Leading the way. Scoreboard, Sophie Dean. She's got 15, game high. Zoe Mesman. So doing very well on 10, and Matilda Neat has Zoe Mesman 14 and Matilda Neat with 10, and in double figures for the Rebels. Jessica Jeffrey, she is on 10 points as well. So it's a big lead. What have the Rebels got as we get into the second half? Great to have your company wherever you might be tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the live coverage. For those that can't be here, great that you're able to watch it. We do thank new General Manager of the Launceston Basketball Association, Kelly Rennie, and the team. Shout out to the former General Manager, Mitch Dewey, who's just shot me a text. He's watching, which is great. Great to have him watching. Hope you're well, Mitch. And, oh, gee, that was fancy stuff from Molly Clark. And the all-important first 2 points of the game, of the third quarter, going the way of the Rebels. See if they can eat into this lead. Every time they've scored 4 or 6 in a row, the Rebels, Devils have been able to get back in very, very quickly. And Matilda Neat has got an opportunity. He's got 10 points for the game. And makes that one pretty easily. So 3-point play for the Devils. They're out by 23. Desperation. It went across the line though, unfortunately, and for the Rebels. Samantha Overton and Lucy Walker, they're on 3 personal fouls each for the Devils. No one in really any foul trouble for the Devils. Oh, beautiful play there from Matilda Neat. And, well, they've come out well here. They're up by 25. And that's nice work under the basket from Lara Danziger. Fast break, and that one goes long. Just see off camera some of the men getting ready for their grand final. That's coming up at 8:15 between the Southside Rebels and the City Heat. Look forward to having your company for the men's grand final, but at the moment it is the Rebels with another couple. So they get it back to 21. 53 plays, 32. Almost 2 minutes played in the third quarter. Zoe Mesman goes inboard, finding hard under the basket. He's going to get the all-important rebound. Nicely done by Victoria Zremka. That's her first points of the night. Big 3-point bomb doesn't come off. We see Victoria Zremka gets her first points of the night and comes off for this lady, Jasmine Graham, number 7. Had a great season for the Devils. That's great work again. She's well, just loses out there, unfortunately, Molly Clark. Really come into the game from about that midway point of the second quarter. Handing it around well, a hand in. Importantly there from Lucy Walker. Here's Mesman with a bit of space. It's short, and Molly Clark cleans it up for the Rebels. Won't go all the way here. Does it magnificently. Beautiful work there from Molly Clark. And she's up to 6. And the lead is cut to 21. brilliant block there. Hands up, unfortunately, just couldn't grab the ball. But in the end, they get it. That was great work under the basket. I think that might have been Lara Danziger. Great work from her with that block, and it forces a turnover. Oh, and almost coming off that shot. She read it well, did Sophie Ryan. Just couldn't get clean possession. So 55 plays 34. Chloe Neat ready to bring it into play. Gives it to a sister. How many times they've done that at home, passing the ball to each other and shooting on the basketball ring in the backyard. It's good team play. Lovely work, and in the end, a pretty easy 2 points for the Devils. I'll get the rebound here. This is Matilda Neat. She'll go long, finds Sophie Dean. From a long way out, that looked good straight away. And that is a big 3-point basket there. Great play from Jasmine Graham. Well, she's up to 5 points, and that actually takes Jasmine to 300 points for the season. She's had a great year. Nice rebound. That one's going to fall short though, and it's a foul, and that's going to be against Samantha Overton, and that's going to take her up to 4 fouls. So some foul trouble here for the Rebels. Make sure it was Lucy Walker, I think it was. So she's up to 4 fouls. Samantha Overton on 3. Just a push there, so it'll be the Rebels' ball. They'll get a rebound here as well, but that's not coming out. So 4:46 remaining. We're going to get a substitution here as Steph Edmonds comes on. The Rebels, Chloe Waldron will head to the bench. The margin 24. They're in a bit of foul trouble here too, the Rebels. 3 fouls, no fouls yet committed by the Devils in this quarter, so they're well and truly in control of this contest right at the moment at the midway point of the 3rd quarter. And there's a foul, and a little smack to the chops there. It was total accident, but Steph Edmonds just making sure she hasn't got any blood coming out of the lip. Just popped it right across the chops. Molly Clark down the right-hand side of the court. And that was nice work. She's been good, Lara Danziger. Some very good patches and draws the foul. And all of a sudden, a couple of team fouls here for the Devils. So Jasmine Graham is up to 3 personal fouls. There's just over 4 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and the lead is 24. Molly Clark getting a hand in and pushing it long. Crowd continuing to come through. Pretty good crowd here tonight at Elfin Stadium. Men's grand final still to come. Getting underway in just under an hour from 8:15. Molly Clark. It's down up closely there by Sophie Dean. It's a turnover. And, Zoe Mesman just stalling it a little, waiting for the numbers to come, and the cavalry do arrive. Mesman now with it. Goes out wide to Dean. And, wrapped there, and turnover. In the end, a long bomb, and it's too long for Molly Clark. Worth a go, but that one sails long. 3:24 left on the clock. Margin was 22 at the halftime break. It's currently at 24, so they've been able to extend it in every quarter, and we're going to see a timeout here. Players coming back on the court after that timeout. The Devils in control. If you just joined us, the Devils were led from start to finish at this stage. The margin was 14 at quarter time, out to 22 at the halftime break. Currently, it is at 24 with 3 minutes just over remaining in this third quarter. Flying down the right-hand side was Chloe Neat. Zoe Mesman, of course, Launceston Tornadoes coach. Just slowing it down. Here's Kate Rosendale back on the court. And she draws the foul. And she will go to the line, try and get her first points for the evening. One of only two who hasn't, or three that hasn't hit the scoreboard. Been on the bench for a period. Did starting five. Kate Rosendale does make her first points of the night. And that lead once again extended. It's now out to an equal game high of 25. 61 plays 36 here at Elfin Sports Stadium. Chelsea Scott looking for a way through, couldn't find one. Rebounded by Blaze Fitzallen. She'll go out wide to Chloe Neat. Mesman once again guarded there by Sophie Ryan. Happy to just pass it around here. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Rosendale, great block. Nice defensive work there from Chelsea Scott. And it'll be a Devils ball. Mesman. And looked like it was going to drop, but it didn't. And rebound by Sophie Ryan. And that's great work from Lara Danziger. She's up to 4 points for the game with just over 2 minutes remaining. Well, they need a big couple of minutes here. They don't want to see any more damage on the scoreboard from the Devils to the Rebels. Here's Matilda Neat. She had a great game. Great work. She's everywhere. Lara Danziger at the moment. It will be a Devils ball. 1:52 left. Quarter number 3. From a long way out, and doesn't go in. Humbly done, but able to grab it. Just a little fumble there from Chelsea Scott, but she had time. And they're out wide here. 3 on 2, going it all alone. That was Jeffrey, couldn't sink it. Under a minute and a half remaining, and foul is called by Hayden New. And we're going to see a couple of shots. And the Devils with a chance now through. It might be Blaze Fitzallen going to the line. It is. Fitzallen makes it. So she joins the list of scorers. Her first point of the night. They've got the rebound here as well. So extending their lead here, the Devils once again, as we tick down towards a minute remaining in the third quarter rather. And it's going to go out, and Zoe Mesbin let it go because she thought it was going to be theirs, but it's not. Hayden New right on the money. And almost a turnover. Getting the hands up there was Fitzallen. Long ball to Danziger. Oh, she's done that beautifully. Very nice play. And she moves to 6 points. You can hear from our court announcer, Johnny Downey. Here's Kate Rosendale. Under a minute now remaining. She'll hand it over to Matilda Neat. And out wide, all alone. Acres of space out there. Blaze Fitzallen gets another couple. And they're out now to 64-40 is the lead. So it's a big lead now for the Devils. It's out to 24. And they're going to get another opportunity, probably the last scoring opportunity of the quarter with 14 seconds on the clock. And like coming down the middle. Chloe and Matilda Neat sharing it around. Nice ball in there from Fitzallen. And chance under the basket, right on the buzzer. It counts. And that's a great finish for the quarter there for the Devils. And at three-quarter time, they have extended their lead even further to 26. 66 plays 40. And that is a game-high lead at three-quarter time. Right, there you go. 1 minute break, that's it. Players are on their way out. The Devils, they're ready to go. And Adrian Scott still got his charges in there. They'll get the hurry up, they do. Here's Ella Mulder, one of our three referees, along with Hayden New and Lee Pennington on the whistles tonight, telling them to hurry up. So they're back out on the court. And it's the Devils, well, they lead it by 26. And the Rebels have only scored 40 to three-quarter time. It's going to take something extraordinary from the Rebels. But they have got possession here. Can they get the first points? Three-point attempts. A beauty from Jessica Jeffrey. And the fans, there are plenty of them to the left of the camera, liked that one. Mesbin, ball goes one way and the other, and they're going to get a turnover here as well. The ball now with Sophie Ryan. Waits for some teammates to head forward. She might go it alone, and that's tapped out there by Matilda Neat. And it'll be a Rebels ball. Score at 66-43 inside the opening minute of the final quarter. Blaze Fitzallen heads to the bench for the Devils. Had a good last few minutes with her first points of the game. She's got 3 points, a couple of personal fouls. No real foul trouble to worry about for the Devils. And Jasmine Graham is on 3. The scoring really has been shared around a lot tonight for the Devils. All on the board back. Sophie Dean is up to 17, game high for the Devils. Matilda Neat on 15 and Zoe Mesman on 14. All in double figures. And in double figures, the only one for the Rebels is Jessica Jeffrey. She's on 15. So a very good game for the scoreboard. So 66-43, the margin at 23. They'll get the ball out of that scramble, and wasn't Samantha Overton there. Was a little bit slow to get up. Was just looking at her knee, but she's fine. She's off and running under the basket. Might get the rebound here. And the foul is drawn, so we're going to get 2 shots, and it's going to be Jessica Jeffrey to look to add to her 15. Game high for the Rebels. And first one hits the back of the ring and drops to the right-hand side. So this is the first. One more attempt. And this is that one. She might get her own one back. Fouled again. So she'll do it all over again. Little wry smile there. Got her own rebound. Fouled. Steps to the line. And Lee Pennington to hand the ball over. And it's just with a third attempt. One more. Muck around and makes that one. So she moves up to 16 points. She's had a great game. And, well, Kate Rosendale just a bit of a loss of concentration there. She brought the ball back in, but she had a foot in play. So it's a Rebels ball. Good positive signs. They've started this quarter well, and here with plenty of space under the basket. It's going to go in. Ball's in for Chloe Waldron. So opening 6 points of this final quarter going the way of the Rebels, and they almost get a steal. Almost. Great work there. Great pressure from Sophie Ryan. Here's Neat. Oh, that's a beautiful basket. Just worked away inside and stems that little mini run of 6 consecutive points for the Rebels. And it's that margin out to 22, and they'll get a steal here as well. And here's Chloe Neat, all on her own, easy 2 points. And just like that, bang, bang, they get 4. And they've just always had the answers. We've said 2 or 3 occasions tonight, every time the Rebels have been able to get a little tiny run, the Devils have responded, and here they come again, and that's, oh, well, easy one missed there by Chloe Neat. Had almost written it down in the book. It was a lovely passage of play, a lovely build-up. And, oh, look at that one, a big bomb from downtown. Very, very nice from Jessica Jeffrey. And she's up to 18 points now for the night. She's actually game high scorer in this grand final. So great stuff there. She's got 18 of the 48 points for the Rebels, and they cut that margin to 22. She was fouled as well, so she misses that one. But she gets her own rebound, and this could be the 2-point play. It is. Nice work, Sophie Ryan. Margin down to 20. And they get a steal. Going all the way under the basket. Fouled. Oh, just couldn't sink it. Oh, that would have been great for the Rebels if she'd got those two and then gone to the line. For Sophie Ryan, who's on 5 points. We've got a timeout here. And just a little conversation. Don't think it was anything doing there between Ben Neat. Might have just wanted a little explanation, but tell you what, he's not too happy. They've got a big lead here, but Ben Neat is laying down the law a little bit to the Devils. You can see on the camera now, he's not too happy. They lead it by 20. Well in control, but he'll be telling them to play this out. 7 minutes, it's a grand final. And he's just telling him, we've dominated the first 3 quarters. They led by 26. The lead is down to 20. 7 minutes remaining. Zoe Mesman with plenty to say as well. So, a little conversation continuing there between Ben Neat and Hayden Yu. He's not too happy at the moment. He's the coach. The conversation continued for a good 30 seconds, and Sophie Ryan misses with the first. Makes a second. So for the first time since the second quarter, the margin is under 20. Those 6 minutes 50 remaining. The Devils certainly well and truly in control of this grand final, as they have been since the early stages. That's a beautiful shot. Far too much space there for Chloe Neat, and that's an easy one. And that was beyond the 3-point line as well. 73 plays 54, so there's another 3. So that margin down to 19 again. Basket for basket at the moment. Good high-scoring game, this. (73-54), so 14-7, the Rebels' way. They're winning the quarter, and that'll be pleasing. Adrian Scott, the coach. They haven't dropped their heads. They're playing it out, and they'll come away through Danziger. Had a good first 3 quarters. Oh, just almost a layup. Really unlucky, and that's going to go out, and that'll be a Rebels ball. So, hats off to the Rebels here. 26 down at 3-quarter time. It would have been very easy to think, well, we've lost this. But they're trying their guts out, and they're really finishing it off very well. And the foul drawn, and that might be against Molly Clark. And she's going to come off and be replaced by Steph Edmonds. So Clark up to 3 fouls with 5:47 left. Separated there, and we're going to see the Rebels will come away with it through Jessica Jeffrey, who leads all comers with the scores, and here's a chance for another 2 under the basket. Didn't work the first time, and unfortunately the opportunity goes begging for Steph Edmonds. They'll get the ball again. Just good stuff from the Rebels. Sophie Ryan is on 9 points. Hands it to a teammate. And well, she's a long way out here, and doesn't make it. And ball going everywhere but in the net for the Rebels. So we're approaching the midway point of the final quarter here of this grand final. It's a beautiful ball in. Oh, and the layup missed, unfortunately. Players certainly getting a bit tired as well. It's been a pretty frenetic pace this game is being played at. And we're seeing a few shots just starting to miss the mark in the latter stages of this grand final. A couple of points there. We're back at over 20. And down the other end, not made. So you can see now players are getting pretty tired. A lot of, as we said, a lot of baskets being missed in the last 2 or 3 minutes. And the Devils, they're going to win this grand final. They lead it by 21. They've led all night. And we are going to get a timeout, and it's called by Adrian Scott. Right, welcome back. We're 4 minutes to go here. 75 plays 54 in favour of the Devils. As the music gets louder. Rebounded by Jeffrey, who is the leading scorer on the court tonight. It's a nice ball in there to Scott. And great work there from Matilda Neach. Been everywhere tonight. Here's Chloe. Stops. It's back to Zoe Mesman. 3.5 minutes remaining. And they know they're going to win. It's been a great performance from the Devils tonight. Very high scoring grand final. But credit to the Rebels. They've had a good final quarter. It's been their almost their best quarter for the game. They scored 16 in the second quarter. That was a free-flowing quarter, that one. It was 24-16 in the second quarter. It's where the real damage was done in that first half, where the Devils led by 22 at half-time. Nice basket there for the Rebels. So we're back to 20, the margin. You can see the men, they're just starting their little warm-ups. They'll come out on the court shortly. Zoe Mesman adds to her tally, up to 17 now. So that's three players now on 17. They've shared it around very well. 79 plays 57. Players very tired now. Said it's been a quick game. And foul called by Hayden Mew. Picked that up. And only the second foul of the quarter from the Rebels. Been their best quarter, 17 they've scored, 17-13. So they've won the quarter so far. We'll run through the scorers at the end of this grand final before we get the presentations underway, which will be hosted by John Downey. We'll take you down onto the court for that, for particularly the Devils fans watching on the live stream. Great to have your company. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage for a Roundtable studio. Thanks to Kelly and the team from the Launceston Basketball Association for having us on board. Rick Fontaine, James Calvert and Nick Waldron bringing you all the coverage. And we're just playing out time now. It's 80 plays 57. Here's Chloe Waldron. She passes it off to Chelsea Scott. And it's nicely finished by Waldron as well. And the Neats combine again. Beautiful ball in to Zoe Mesman. And she drops two. And she'll go to the line. Zoe Mesman, that might actually take her to game high. And coming off for a very well-deserved break is Chloe Neat. And Zoe Mesman indeed is now the leading scorer on the court tonight in this grand final. She's up to 19. Photographers are ready with their cameras to capture that moment. Minute 30 remaining, just under a minute and a half.
20 points, Zoe Mesman.
A long way out. Going to miss, so that margin is almost as it was at three-quarter time. The Rebels made a great start the first 4 minutes of the final quarter. Mesman goes from outside three. That's well short. And unfortunately for Jasmine Graham, she had it spent before she got the shot up. And very good round of applause for Matilda Neat as she takes a seat with a minute to go. Victoria Dremka back in the play, and just an opportunity for Sienna Walker. How good would that have been? Because it would have meant that every member of this squad of the Devils would have got on the scoreboard. She's still got 40 seconds. Molly Clark out wide as we count down to the final buzzer. Well done to Chelsea Scott. She gets her first points of the game. They get another rebound here as well. Wonder if they're going to look for Sienna Walker. I'd love to get her on the scoreboard, entering the court. Look at her. She's running around, trying to get space. I reckon they're going to look for it. Zoe Mesman is just going to go under the basket, and that was pretty easy. And they lead it by 24. Here we go, Devils fans, with last few seconds, and that's not going to drop either. And that's it. Congratulations go to the Devils. They are the winners. The Launceston Basketball Association Senior Women's Grand Final. They do it in style, in the end winning comfortably 85-61 as the players shake hands, the coaches shake hands. Very enjoyable contest tonight between these two. Well done to the Devils, well done to the Rebels. Played in very good spirit. They go and thank the refs. We're going to have the presentations very shortly. We'll just run through the main scorers for tonight. Zoe Mesman, she finished with 22 for the Devils and led all comers. Sophie Dean finished with 18, and Matilda Neat finished with 17, and Chloe Neat with 16, the leading scorers for the Devils. And for the Rebels, well, they were led on the court in terms of the scoreboard by Jessica Jeffrey, who finished with 18, and Sophie Ryan also in double figures. She finished with 12. So final scores here, the Women's Grand Final, 85 to the Devils, and the Rebels 61. The Devils champions for season 2025. We're going to have the presentations with John Downey on the court in just a few moments.
A-grade women's between Southside Rebels and Devils. Congratulations go to Devils. Commiserations to, obviously, to Rebels. But could we have Adrian Scott over, please, to present the medals to his side and say a few words on behalf of the team.
Alrighty. Probably first of all, I'll start a bit bigger, and I'll thank the LBA for the competition this year. They put a lot of effort into making women's basketball a bit more of a priority, and it's been good to see that we had that successful outcome with the girls having that opportunity to play Div 1 this year. So thank you, LBA. We've had some not bad uniforms, but they didn't really fit the girls. Poor Soph had to roll the shorts up about 6 times when she first joined the team. So it was great to get some new uniforms, and I'd like to thank our sponsors. We have Flanagan's. If you'd like to be selling some property, you could go to them. And the Ross and Michelle Clark building on the back, a nice big major sponsor. We thank you. And Steph with Success Coaching on the shorts. So I appreciate the sponsors, what they put in to help us out. So a round of applause to them. On a, I suppose, more personal note, coaching this year and Chelsea and myself being away from the family, it takes a little bit. I've got other people dropping my kids off to events that they need to go to. So I've decided that next year, I told the girls that I won't be coaching them next year. So thanks for the 2 years with the girls and the club that's set up. Where's Hugo? Stand up, Hugo. Here he is. Hugo's minding the kids for us at home. When he's not doing that, the puppy's eating my shoes. So I'm lucky I've got any shoes left. So I'll be happy to get a bit of time back to put back into the family and the kids and their coaching. So I appreciate the 2 years with the girls. Probably with the clubs to keep women's basketball going forward. The Rebels have some great teams. We don't have the junior development coming through. It's always hard to try and find players and acknowledge the work that BTAS puts in with the girls. The girls are in junior tawns. City lent a few players to us to make the team. And so for the Devils, having to split their team and make 2, it's good stuff. We probably need more junior development with the girls coming through in other clubs to make that growth happen. And that's it from me. So thanks for the year. And well done to the Devils. The Devils jumped us Devils jumped us from the start, and we didn't really get that back in. So, good job to the girls in your win. All right. Emily's speeding me up. Here we go. Who's number one? Molly. Molly, out you come. You're welcome. Great job, you. Yeah, stay out here. Stay out here. I think Soph's the next one, number 3. Sophie Ryan. Good job. Great job, you. Well done. Lara, number 4. Well done, you. Gee, who's next? I think Chloe, you're number 7. Out you come. The things that happen when you coach a team, Sam ended up with number 10. There was a little bit of a fight over who got number 10, but Sam was the winner. Out you come, Sam. Good job. Steph, number 12. Well done, Sam. Jess, number 23. My wife, Chelsea, number 24. And lucky last, Lucy Walker, number 61. And all the little Rebels fans, you can come out and join them if you want.
And you, Coach.
And myself.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the runners-up, Southside Rebels. Okay, now I'll call on the Devils coach, Benny Neat.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate everybody coming out to watch the final tonight. You know, women's basketball in Launceston, it's great to see how well it's going and it's thriving, and it's testament to the crowd here. Big shout out to LBA. Really appreciate again the effort and the work that goes into making these rosters happen. So thanks LBA. Equally to the umpires tonight, great job, and thanks very much also to our officials. These games couldn't happen without your support. For me, a big thanks to Devils Club for putting this team together and the way they've gone about it. Again, volunteers that help make these things happen. Our team's sponsored by DCR Construction. No job's too big or too small. Check them out. We really appreciate your support. It really makes life a lot easier for our players with that support. So without further ado, I'd like to say thank you to Rebels. It's been a great year, some really good games with you guys, and we really appreciate the way you've gone about it. Commiserations for tonight, but well done for a good season, so well done. Other than that, I can call them out, can I? Other than that, I'm just going to start rolling them out. Number 1, Blazer. Thank you. Dino. Tori. Chloe. Jazzy. Matilda. Kate. Breezer. Zoe. And Sienna. And Tristan. Our great manager has kept us organised all season long. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a good night.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. 2025 Devils, champions of the LBA. Okay, what we're going to do now is announce the MVP for the ladies 2025, and the winner is from the Trojans Basketball Club, Shana Appleby. I don't think Shana is here. Is there a representative from the Trojans Basketball Club? Good. Yeah. Say a few words on Shana's behalf, would you? Okay, thank you. Okay, now leading up to the men's MVP, I'd like Brett Smith to come out to present the award, please.
The winner of the MVP for the men's division is City Basketball Club, two-time winner Logan Gibson.
All right, well, that concludes the official presentations following the Women's Grand Final, our season-ending awards as well. So thanks for tuning into the Women's Grand Final. It's the Devils winning 85-61, but don't go too far because we're going to be back in a little while with the Men's Grand Final, and that is between the Rebels and the City Heat.